What's up, y'all? My name is Devontae, and I sacrifice my time so you don't have to. So, a little bit of a heavy topic to kick off the intro for NXT before we get into the video. Outright, because I know most likely R. Angelo, he's the one that gave me the article to let me know that there was more to this story that meets the eye. I highly recommend looking at the pinned comment most likely, because I'm pretty sure he's going to add more info to all of this. Usually I have like in the timestamps, a pinned comment letting you know that the timestamps are in the description box. Take this message as the pinned comment, if you will. Timestamps are in the description box below if you want to skip ahead, because I'm probably gonna have to save that pinned comment for probably more info, because he's a huge Joshi Japanese enthusiast. He can give more takes on this, way more clear than I can ever talk about this. Because, again, I really have no clue what the hell is going on here. Honestly, I'm just following the paper trail. And apparently there's just a lot more info to all of this. So I'm pretty sure he's going to talk about it. Look at the pinned comment within the next couple of minutes to a couple of hours. It'll be pinned, trust me. So here, just to kind of give a little bit of a backstory to this situation right now. Kenny Omega, about a month ago, or a couple of weeks ago, he talked about the fact that Rossy Ogawa, we talked about him not too long ago, too, a couple of months ago. This Rossy Ogawa gentleman, he's starting up a new startup company, right? And apparently he was trying to poach talent. That's why he got fired. I think it was from Stardom. Someone can correct me if I'm mistaken. I think he was trying to poach talent from Stardom to WWE. Again, I can't clarify whether or not that's correct. But he got fired based on that situation, right? And Kenny Omega and Tony Khan went out of their way to disparage him. Again, I don't know the connection in regards to why they disparaged him. Probably going to read in this article as to why the information happens to be the case. But later on, during a live stream, when Kenny Omega was doing his whole little Twitch stuff, he dropped some really gnarly accusations about Rossy Ogawa, suggesting that he was doing like front partial nude magazines for kids, essentially, right? Like he was apparently the age range, and I could be mistaken, he was asking for women from ages 13 to around 30, if I'm not mistaken, and they couldn't be married or something along the lines of that, and he wanted them to pose partially nude for his magazine covers, right? He wanted them to be models for him. And Kenny Omega alluded to the fact that it goes a lot more deeper than that, essentially, without saying it, accusing him of, grooming. And I guess you can go a little bit further and essentially say that he's a child predator, is essentially what Kenny Omega is alluding to, and probably a little bit more. Well, here, check this article out now that I set that lore up for you guys. Fumi Saito says comments made by Kenny Omega against Rossy Ogawa are 100% baseless. Journalist Fumi Saito defends Rossy Ogawa. Link is down in the description box below, by the way. In a Twitch stream in April, Kenny Omega made comments about Rossy Ogawa and his new promotion, Marigold. As part of his comments, Omega said, and I quote, "If you want to know along what lines they tread amongst, the dude just flat out said we're looking for girls ages 13 to 21. Oh, was it 20? I thought it was 30. Whatever. That don't have a boyfriend and aren't married. We already know Rossy puts underage girls in very revealing swimsuit calendars and books. I wish that's all he did. Let's put it this way. I don't know. I don't want to say anything. I'm not going to record to say anything. I don't want lawyers barking at my door. That's why I don't want to say anything. I don't have any sort of video evidence. I just have the good word of people who are very close." And that was what Kenny Omega said. And the Fumi Saito guy, I don't know if I pronounced his name right. Fumi? I'm pretty sure I pronounced that right. Saito, he refuted Omega's comments by saying, and I quote, "100% baseless, offensive, unfair, and gross. I've known Rossy for 40 years. I am the top journalist in this industry over a 40-year period. Rossy and I have been friends for the same amount of time. I hear things and see things firsthand. None of this is true. It's blown out of proportion. It's not even an issue in Japan. We're laughing about it. I spoke to Julia, right? That's the girl who's going to come to NXT a week ago. She was going to DM Kenny, what the fuck is going on? There is no such issue or anything happening in Japan. It only happens and ends on social media. So baseless and offensive. No damage should be done because it's so untrue. I see things, hear things, witness things firsthand. It's real irresponsible hearsay on the internet. Kenny Omega knows he's full of shit. Go back and listen to that garbage. He's saying, I'm not saying anything. I'm not saying anything. I don't want lawyers barking at my door. He knows he's full of shit. Ogawa has launched his new promotion, Merry-Go, with the first event set to take place on May 20th. And I guess it has a link also to more comments by Saito in regards to him negotiating talent. Elsewhere during the interview, Saito commented on Stardom and AEW talent negotiations, which, if you guys want to see the rest of that, it's a link right there. But I could be wrong. That's the end of the article, by the way. I could be wrong, but I think I remember R. Angelo mentioning the fact that this promotion, Merry-Go, I don't think he mentioned it by name, although I could be wrong. I think he said that Kenny Omega and there are other people implicated in all this also, if I remember correctly. I think he said Kenny Omega. I think Asuka. I don't think she's like implicated in this per se, but I think she's like a part of the reasoning as to why Rossi is having some troubles with the again, let R. Angelo explain most of this. I just want to give this a platform to at least make note of this if no one else is highlighting it. But there you go right there. One of the situations where I have to talk about it because I am a wrestling platform, and I did say I was going to talk about it once I had more evidence in regards to the situation, but it's one of those few things where I just want to give it a platform. In actuality, I know nothing of any of this whatsoever, nor am I going to pretend that I know anything about this. Again, if R. Angelo wants to chip in, I'll pin his comment and you guys can discuss it somewhere in the comment section below. But with that being said, let's get into the NXT review. Let's go. Come on. Very intriguing match. Very intriguing match. A lot of things that I want to talk about in regards to what they're doing right here. And honestly, I think there's more negatives than positives when looking at an opener like this, only because of how cliche professional wrestling happens to be in today's day and age. More in particular, what we're seeing currently at the moment. Now, I like NXT, and I'm willing to give Shawn Michaels a chance to see where he's going to go with this, but I don't like the ingredients that's being put into this full course meal, if you will, right? I don't like the idea that we're having another triple threat match amongst other triple threat matches within WWE, amongst the other triple threat matches that are happening currently in professional wrestling. There's way too many multi-man matches. I mean, what? We just had one last Saturday. We're going to have one most likely coming up at the King of the Ring or whatever fuck the Saudi show is going to be called with Sami Zayn and Chad Gable and who was the last one? I think it was Bronson Reed, I believe. And now you're talking about another triple threat match in NXT. It's just way too many multi-man matches. If it's not a tag team match, I don't want to see too many multi-man matches. I don't mind the concept, but you're already doing so much throughout WWE. There's no need to have another one, even if it's for like a number one contender shot against Obafemi. And God forbid if you were to do a fatal four-way match. There's no need for this. I know they're saying they want to do this in order to get more people over, and I appreciate that, but that's when the emphasis should be put on having promos, right? That's when the emphasis should be put on, because, correct me if I'm wrong, right? Obafemi already beat Ivar last week, right? At Spring Breaking Night 2. Why is he getting another title shot, right? Should he be getting his ass back on Raw? Nah, leave that up to Josh Briggs and leave that up to the returning, what's his name again? I forgot the kid's name. Fuck. It's gonna come to me. Wait for it. It's coming to me right now. Wesley. Boom. Got it. I knew it was gonna come to me. I just kept going through all the alphabets in my head. Yeah, Wesley. He returned after having a horrific injury. I think it had something to do with his body part. Boom, we're gonna Dave Meltzer this shit. I can't remember the injury, so I was gonna say body part. Let's just go with that. Regardless, he was out for a long time. Had a nice match with Josh Briggs. But here comes my other criticism. And I get what Shawn Michaels is trying to do, but this is the last problem I had when we seen Noam Dar went up against Dominik Dijakovic, or Dijak, or whatever the fuck his name is nowadays. You can't keep having your big man sell so much for your small man. It just looks so unrealistic, bruh. Not to mention, you're prepping a little bit too many small guys going up to the main roster. For an example, I have no problem with Carmelo Hayes. I know people are like, well, Devontae, he's not that small. When you look at his stature, he's kind of no different than Pac, right? Yes and no. First off, Pac is well more defined as far as stature and physique is considered in comparison to a Carmelo Hayes. Not to say Carmelo Hayes doesn't have a physique and he's not defined, but nowhere near close as Pac. Don't fucking fool yourself, okay? No, Pac is ripped to fucking shreds. Oh, hang on for a second, hang on. Oh, so that's Carmen Petrovic's new gimmick. She's supposed to be a Kill Bill type of person. I fuck with it. I like it. I actually want to see what this match is going to be like going up against Shayna Baszler. But just to finish my statement really quick, because we just had a little bit of a confrontation between Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson and Axiom and Nathan Frazier. Nathan Frazier! Sorry. Sorry. It's like a fucking spasm. I can't help it. Whenever I say his name, it just fucking happens. I'm sorry about that. But regardless, though, yeah. My only big problem with this match, or I guess set up as far as this whole post-segment stuff that's going on with Wesley. I mean, you know, you can kind of kill a little tiny bit with the small guys going up against the big guys. Not too much emphasis having to be put on that, you know what I mean? You got a repertoire of a bunch of fucking superstars all around you. Consistently having to put so much emphasis on small guys because they're athletic and woo, look at me, I'm super fly. By the way, you like the song? I know you do, because I'm Devontae, I'm fucking awesome. But, yeah, nevertheless, though, let's see this women's match. Again, decent opener. I just wish they would just start putting so much emphasis on so many cliche things in professional wrestling. You know what I mean? All right, with that being said, Carmen Petrovic, Shayna Baszler, let's get do it. The women's combine, huh? Okay, I'm intrigued. I'm very curious as to where they're going with this. I'm not sure what the hell a women's combine happens to be, but that's okay. I have confidence in Shawn Michaels to make whatever a combine happens to be make sense, and it hopefully should be intriguing because apparently it has some kind of relation to the NXT North American Women's Championship belt. Or maybe I read that wrong. Maybe I just kind of, for some fucking reason, combined this setting with Fallon Henley and Keilani Jordan, or Keilani, I think it's Keilani Jordan, right? I could be wrong. I somehow like combined both segments together and got a misinterpretation. I'm not sure. Wait, is it Keilani Jordan or is it Keilani James? I think it's Keilani Jordan. I think James is the girl who just went to Raw, right? I could be wrong about that. I'm just gonna say Jordan. I'm almost certain it's Keilani Jordan. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Jordan. Although it could be James. Although I'm going to go with Jordan. If I had a gun to my head, it's fucking Keilani Jordan. Going with that. But they had a bit of a back and forth that was very weird. Kind of awkward. Kind of universe mode-esque promo-ish. You know, like you had her... It looked like a fucking Disney show. She's like sitting there. She's like watching... she's like watching back the replay of when Fallon Henley turned on Thea Hale. And she's like sitting around a group of girls, and she's like in the locker. She's like, I can't believe Fallon would turn on her friends like that. I thought I knew her. God, if I was just, because it took everything with Demi not to hit her in the face yesterday when we were sitting at Columbine. No, Columbine happens to be the murderers, right? Columbine! Okay, no, but seriously though. And then, you know, you have a girl walk up, the fucking Fallon Henley, and she's like, if you want to say it to my face, then I'm gonna do the stereotypical girl heel voice, and you're gonna fucking want to hit me for real. Oh, not you? Then maybe the audience members will, because for some reason all heel girls have to do this voice. For some reason they have to enunciate every word like this. I know. Want to bet? Watch my inspiration, Nia Jax. Mercedes Moné, she also does this a lot too. It's really annoying. I don't know why we all do this. We have literally absolutely none whatsoever creative, but that's okay because it's the tried and true method to get heat on myself. It's pretty much what happened. Then they got to pull apart. But we did have a match with Shayna Baszler and I forgot her name already. Whatever her name is. Regardless, though, Shayna Baszler won the match with a sick ass finish. I kind of like that. She had to go for like some double axe handle, I presume, or something like that. The girl Petrovic. Regardless, though, she got caught in a waistlock when she jumped off the turnbuckle, and then when she got caught in the waistlock, Shayna Baszler immediately transitioned that into the Kimura clutch, or let's just call it the Tasmanian. I like that better. Kikina clutch. There you go. Easy for me to say. Regardless, so she got a tap out victory, and then afterwards, what's her name? The girl came into the ring. Lola Vice, can't forget her name, and she starts to shake her ass. And I'm like, yeah, give me some of that Cuban booty. I just want some of the booty. Give me the booty, Lola. Give me the booty. And that was pretty much the end of me that night. I had to go take 2 minutes to myself, but that's okay. That's okay. But with that being said, I see them revisiting the Columbine right now, and let's see what that's all about. Hey, yo, quick question for any of y'all out there. Did you guys ever, like, back in the days, play, like, I want to say SmackDown vs. Raw 2011? It might go back a little bit further, but the first time I noticed it, you guys ever play SmackDown vs. Raw 2011? to about WWE 2K14. You guys ever played those games online? 2011, 2012, 2013, 2014. If you play those games online, you guys remember those guys like, you know the names? Noob Killer 123 XXX. Name written all weird like Legend Killer with the E's of 3 123 XXX. You lose, bitch. Kind of fucking. You guys remember those shits back in the days? Now you remember those characters online where they used to have like the little get up and they'll have like the boots and like the fucking Japanese shorts that are really, really baggy, and then they'll wear like the vest. And then, like, they have the bandana around their faces. You guys remember that? You remember in WWE 12, they used to have, like, the Orton cake. They'll spam, like, 100 million fucking times. Or, like, the spear. Or, like, the Undertaker punch glitch on the barricade. Good fucking times, bro. I used to rage so fucking hard at that shit back in the days. But you remember it, though, right? Tell me why every time I look at Michan, she reminds me of those old school noob players. Like, you know, like she looks like a fucking noob. She looks like a noob CAW. I don't know why, bro. Noob Killer 123. Every time I see Michan, she sends me into a nostalgia fit, bro. Which is crazy because I was like probably like 21 or 20 years old back in those days. But that's okay. Regardless, though. We had a little bit of a back and forth backstage with what's the girl's name again? Ariana Grace, that's right. Who's about to have a match against Michan. Her and Chelsea Green, who I guess is in the main event tonight, going up against Roxanne Perez for the NXT Women's Championship. They're like irritatingly going back and forth as far as like, you know, oh, you're so awesome. No, 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 you're so awesome. And Gigi, my God, my tampons are full of blood. Let me throw it in your face to get rid of it. Dolan is sitting there. She's like, oh my God, I can't take this anymore. I want to go to Nickelodeon. Disney sucks. Essentially, that's why I got out of all of that. And also, we did have a pretty cool segment with, at least I thought it was cool. Some people may say to themselves, oh my God, this is so stupid because they take wrestling so seriously. Give me the 5-star matches, please. I would like some 5-star matches up my asshole, 5-star matches up my dick hole. Well, that's you. That's not me. What I like in my professional wrestling is for things to be a little bit goofy, a little bit of character development, if you will. Something I can actually look at, sink my teeth into, and be like, you know what? I want to watch more of those guys. If they want to give me more wrestling, I'll look at the wrestling on the pay-per-view. Give me more of this, right? And that's what I got with the no quarter catch crew. Fuck y'all names. And, you know, they had a little bit of a match with some newcomers that I don't know. I call them the Black Guys. And they had a match with the Black Guys. And, you know, they went back and forth and they did their thingy thing. And, you know, there was a special guest referee. Oh, wait, hang on. Got a little bit of an interview from Roxanne Perez. And she didn't really say anything. Nothing of importance. Damn, Ariana Grace is fonder than a bitch, too. She kind of got a little bit of meat on her bones. Damn, Santino, what you packing in that sacking, bruh? But no, check it out, though. Going back to what I was saying, well, you had a special guest referee, Stax, one of the members of the family. He gets in the ring because apparently they're essentially they're saying that they murdered the referee. I mean, that's what I could think of. They said the referee's not here at the moment, so you don't murder on NXT. I don't see what's wrong. What's so bad about that? Just a little bit of murder is fine. I got murder on my mind. Regardless, though, you had the match. It was pretty much who gives a fuck. All I cared about was the finish, which apparently had William Regal's son get inside the face of one of the of Stax, the referee. He pushed him because Stax he was trying, and I don't understand why they were so mad. He hit a German suplex on one of the Black Guys. His shoulders weren't quite down, and Stax was trying to see, you know, do his referee job. Like, okay, it's the shoulders down, okay, counting. I got my own specific cadence, and they kicked out of it. And then the William Regal's son is like, bro, what the fuck are you doing, bro? What's going on, bro? And Stax is like, I'm just doing my job. And then he pushes him. So Stax had every right to defend himself. He punched him in the face. He fell down. The Black Guy pinned him, and then he fast counted him. Well, some may call it a fast count. I call it a Mike Tyson count, which is kind of like a fast count, but it's a fast count that we don't talk about. Again, the Mike Tyson count. Regardless, though, they walk out of the ring, and Again, I thought it was fine. I thought it was a solid, match in the sense of that it entertained me, and that's all I really care about in professional wrestling. They also showed the Columbine shootings happening as far as the girls training and the guys training for the NXT North American Women's Championship belt. And, that's cool, try to get some emphasis. I don't know why they have to use the Columbine shootings, though, in order to get that over. I mean, you could easily just show them training. I mean, all this emphasis on Columbine. Bro, that was like 25 years ago, man. Get over it already. But with that being said, let's get back to the match. Michin, also known as Noob Killer 123, going up against Thick Grace, or Thicky Grace. Damn, look at that ass. Thicky Grace, let's go with that. Okay, so while they're still putting emphasis on this Columbine shit, for some reason, seriously, what is with the Columbine trading? This is so weird. You guys are weird. You're so weird. And I'll just skip over this real quick because it's really a nothing match. Although I gotta say, once again, I seen the match with Michin and Ariana Grace. Put Ariana Grace to the side for a second because she finding the bitch. Yo, I'm starting to notice a little bit. Yo, hey, Michin can get it too. You feel me? Like Michin can get it too. You feel me? Nah, she can. I laid a pipe. Yo, I'm just throwing it out there. Mr. What's your name again? Keith Lee. Fuck, I slipped my goddamn one. Goddamn, all these names keep slipping my name right now. Hey, yo, Keith, you want to do me a favor? Pull up a chair, sit there, and let me get a turn at your wife. You don't mind, do you? I mean, you let everybody else get a chance. I mean, for fuck's sakes, all right? If a former United States champion who's now a former tag team champion, people, Devontae's a former tag team champion. In my mind, he is. Shut your dumb ass up, little jit. Let me get a shot at Michin, all right? At least there, it'd be a little bit of a black-on-black connection. I mean, she Blasian, but, she can still get this Blasian, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? Nah, real quick, though, because coming up next, you got Fallon Henley going up against Kaylani. Oh, I was right. Kaylani Jordan based. Let me talk about this segment real quick with Trick Williams and the Supernova 11, Supernova 4, whatever the fuck their names are. This goofy ass stable with this mismatch ass group. I mean, it was nothing in the sense that it didn't really provide anything of substance outside of the fact that we kind of know who's going to be the next challenger for Trick Williams, which is going to be Noam Dar. He's going to be the sacrificial lamb for Trick Williams' first title defense. I'm fine with that. I mean, I still hate the whole idea of small guy because, I mean, they did the same shit 2 weeks ago when you had Noam Dar and Dijak go at it. And I don't like the idea that, a guy half the size of Trick Williams could just knock him out like that. Even though he wasn't paying attention, hit him with a vase. Hit him with anything that's on that fucking table of yours. But to just hit him with the fucking Judas effect, it looks like he's so tiny. I fucking hate that, bro. I hate that shit so much. But the whole context behind this was they had an envelope, and, Trick Williams wanted to know what was in the envelope. I was curious, what the fuck's in the envelope? You know how these gimmicks usually go with wrestling fans? I mean, you gotta got me hyped up. You better fucking deliver, my boy. And essentially, I guess Trick Williams and Noam Dar had a match a couple of weeks ago or a couple of months ago to set up or prepare him going down his road to fighting up against Ilya Dragunov eventually for the NXT World Championship. Apparently, Noam Dar had his foot underneath the ropes. And apparently, they got a photo of this. And for some reason, this had to be put in an envelope instead of just telling him, hey, my foot was underneath the rope. And I kind of want a rematch, but this time for your NXT World Championship. Because here's my thing. Okay, cool. Let's just say, okay, fine, the picture's true. He's like, you're a fraudulent champion. Because was that match ever for a number one contender shot? Am I missing? If it's a number one contender shot that Noam Dar and Trick Williams had, then I get it. But if the whole idea is supposed to be whoa, if had you not beaten me, you would never got the match against Ilya Dragunov, which makes you a fraudulent champion. Kind of missing the point on that because he still beat Ilya. Maybe I'm missing a thing or two, you feel me? But the whole thing behind this was the fact that Lash Legend and Trick Williams kind of have a thing going on. They got a thing going on the side, you feel me? And they were trying to make it known that Trick Williams and Lash Legend are apparently hooking up. And I'm cool with the pairing. I mean, if that's going to be the case, if they want to go full on Edge and Lita, but do it in a babyface way, and then eventually we can switch it up and make them a heel thing, I'm okay with that. Trick Williams coming up to the main roster with Lash Legend on his side, that's a dope ass pairing that I can absolutely fucking get behind. My only thing about this, and I get this, I understand what they're going by with this, and I'm cool with this, right? But, and when I say my only thing, this sounds like I'm about to set up something negative. I mean this from a positive standpoint. This is what NXT is all about. This is what it provides for the main roster. This is why it's one of the most important brands in all of professional wrestling. It's always going out of its way to try out certain things in order to prepare it for the main roster. Whether you have this pairing with Trick Williams and Lash Legend, whether you're talking about the North American Championship for the women and seeing whether or not that's going to succeed, and if that succeeds, should they do something as far as a mid-card title going up to the main roster. But in my opinion, going back to Trick Williams is also testing the waters with Trick Williams and seeing how does he get over on the NXT roster as the guy. You know, having him the center of attention and them posting all these photos and all these vignettes about Trick Williams carrying NXT on his back going throughout this era. They're going to call it the Whoop That Trick era. I know, corny as fuck, but it's to see whether or not because that's how I look at it. It's pretty clear that Triple H and Shawn Michaels and all the people in the higher up in echelon of WWE, they're very high on Trick Williams. You can clearly tell they want him in a certain position when he come up to the main roster. Always remember, Trick Williams is not 30. He's gonna turn 30 soon. I think maybe if he's not 30 yet, he's turning 30. He is insanely fucking young still. And they have a good couple of years out of him. And I can only assume by next year they're going to probably send him up to the main roster during the draft. Or maybe even during the Royal Rumble. Who knows? But it's pretty clear that they're setting him up and they want to use him as probably the top guy going forward. Believe it or not, that's at least how it's set up to me. And it's pretty clear all the setup and all the pageantry and whatnot. It just feels like they're just really using NXT as just testing the waters to see where this is going to go going forward. Hang on for a second. What the fuck was that all about? Holy shit. God, I hate shit like that. What did he do? Fucking superwoman looking head ass little girl. Fucking got Carmen Petrovic walking down with Natalya and they're discussing what should go forward as far as her future is considered. One guy comes up and compliments Natalya on the match last week. And then another guy comes up, he's like, hey Carmen, you might have lost the match, but goddamn, you're still fine as shit. And then she kicks him in the fucking head. Like, what the fuck is that, bro? More of this fucking, we are women, here we war, we are women, women. Like, fuck out of here, bro. That was so stupid and lame. I hate her now. Fuck. I want her to go home, Carmen Petrovic. I don't want you anymore. Go home. Regardless, though, going back to what I was saying about Trick Williams, clearly this is all just a setup to put Trick Williams to a position as to whether or not he's going to be a competent face of WWE going forward. And honestly, like I said, this is the importance of NXT, to always try out certain things because it can be super entertaining and we got the crux of that. But also, hey, before we go out of our way to try to put this guy, this match type, this title, or whatever the case may be on the main roster, let's see how it goes in NXT. And I know I'm probably just out here preaching to the choir, saying things that are super duper obvious, but I feel like those kind of concepts, they need to be explained and they need to be talked about for the dumb fucks out there who want to consistently compare NXT to AEW as far as AEW beating them and whatnot. Dude, first off, check it out. NXT and AEW, they're almost on par as far as viewership numbers are considered. Let's get that out of the way first. And secondly, bro, they're a developmental brand. I know people want to say third brand, they are developmental when it's all said and done. And quite frankly, a very good developmental. Let's put them up against ROH, shall we? Oh no, we're not gonna do that. Why? Because that makes too much sense. Oh, okay, let's put them up against let's see, Rampage, Collision. Oh no, still. Oh, okay, we're not gonna talk about that though, right? With that being said, though, continuing on, I like what I'm seeing so far. As always, NXT killing it as always. Fallon Henley having her first match as a heel against Kaylani Jordan. Let's get to it. Alright, so a couple of things to talk about really quick before we go into the main event. Okay, so I fuck with someone like a Javon Evans. He seems like the type of guy who's more relatable to this generation than probably everybody on the NXT roster, probably everybody in WWE in general. When you see how he carries himself, I mean, I got this kid by like fucking 14 years or something like that. I think he was born like in 05 or 06 or some shit like that, which again makes me really want to rethink my life as far as what the fuck I've been doing with it. But like I said, seeing how he carries himself, you know, they're going to do a match between him and probably Noam Dar next week. I can fuck with that. It's a way to get heat on himself, building up to the match, I presume, at Battleground, going up against Trick Williams. And again, with the Lash Legend stuff, you know, is she with us? Is she against us? I can fuck with the storyline. But can you do me a favor, NXT, and never, ever, ever, for the rest of your life, ever again, present Sexy Red, whatever the fuck her name is. I like to call her Claptrap Red. Ever put her on my TV again, okay? I don't need my TV catching some type of venereal disease with her fucking face being all over the fucking place. We had this match though with Lexis King going up against one of the Chase U guys. Again, it was a nothing match, but it was just, you know, furthering the whole stuff with Ridge Holland and everything, and it's putting over Lexis King even more, who, by the way, I can't say it enough, dude seems like the perfect Intercontinental Champion. The chance he gets to come up to SmackDown or Raw, the better and the faster, please. That guy just has Intercontinental Championship written all over him. I cannot wait to see him come up to the main roster. And then once again, I hate the fact that the super kick has been completely bastardized. In reality, watching how he hits a super kick is so fucking beautiful. It's like he has one of the best super kicks in the fucking business. It legit looks like an old school Shawn Michaels sweet chat music with the way he hits it. That is a finisher in itself, bruh. I mean, that right there is so much better than his fucking finisher, the little swinging net breaker. He calls it the coronation or some shit. I don't know. The sweet chat music or the super kick, the way he does it looks so much better as a finisher. Again, it's a damn shame that everybody fucking uses it. Otherwise, that should be his fucking finisher. And we did have the match with Helani, holy shit, Beast! Kalani Jordan and Fallon Henley. Again, nothing more just to establish Fallon Henley as a heel. You know, she took the turnbuckle pad off, and, you know, Kalani Jordan got a little bit too over enthusiastic as far as doing her moves. Ended up being launched into the exposed turnbuckle in order to have Fallon Henley hit her with a Shining Wizard to pick up the win. And by the way, I didn't know this. So that Columbine stuff that we were talking about earlier, apparently it was building up to at least, because I thought at first the whole Columbine stuff, they were making reference to Eric Harris and Dylan Klebold, and I didn't know what the fuck was going on with this. Oh, we need to exercise to go to Columbine. I don't know what you guys were talking about, but now I understand. Now I absolutely get it. It was supposed to see who was going, and I like that actually. They're doing all this training stuff to see who can be the participants to have qualifying matches to go for the new NXT North American Women's Championship. I actually do appreciate shit like that. So the women who are going to be in the match. We have Ren Sinclair. I don't know who the fuck that is. Tatum Paxley, who I thought was injured at first after the triple threat match with the way Roxanne Perez was talking about sending her packing along with what's her name? What the fuck's that girl's name again? The one who just showed up the Raw yesterday. Fuck, I forgot her goddamn name. Damn it, it's gonna come to me again. This is like a fucking running gag throughout the night. What the fuck is her name? It's gonna come to me. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, Lyra Valkyria. Boom! I told you, alphabets really fucking help you get to the point of what the fuck you're trying to discuss. Regardless, though, I thought she was sent packing just like her, because that's what... Okay, I kind of fucked my point up there. But regardless, let me start back over. We have Ren Sinclair, Tatum Paxley, Kehlani Jordan, Izzy Dame, Ivy Now, Lash Legend, Fallon Henley, Meechin, Brinley Reese, Jada Parker, Miss Parker, Thea Hell, and Sol Ruka. That's a solid contention to see who's going to go for the mid-card championship. I can fucks with that. And I'm seeing right now on my television, we got some new chick named Jasmine Nix. I don't know. Jasmine Nix? Is she new? I don't know if she's new. Who gives a shit? And also, I will say, too, is it just me, before we go into this whole main event stuff, it kind of feels like they're going to turn Thea Hell heel, maybe kind of line her up, because that would actually be pretty lit. Thea Hell, because it seems like they already set up the whole match with her or with one of the Chase U dorks going up against Lexis King, Brian Pillman Jr. They only set that whole match up because of the backstage stuff, and it kind of seems like Ridge Holland has a crush on what's her name, on Thea Hell. It would be pretty cool if they could pair Thea Hell up with Brian Pillman Jr. And who knows, maybe we can get Thea Hell, Brian Pillman Jr. Eventually, maybe Lash Legend and Trick Williams. I don't know. I kind of feel like that'd be pretty fucking cool. That's just me though. But with that being said, that's your update for tonight. Let's get to the main event, shall we? We shall. Look at Chelsea Green trying to get it in. I appreciate that. I'm so used to seeing her being a jobber on television. I forget. She's actually pretty good on the ring. Good on the ring. Get in the ring. Probably good on the ring too. Swing, daddy. But no, that was a solid match. That was a solid main event. I will say that the finish was Like, look, I could be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. Roxanne Perez has two finishers, right? She has like the fucking she does the Pop Rocks, the little Code Red finish, but she also does the like a crossface for a finisher, right? Why won't she? That's how she beat Lyra Valkyria for the championship, if I'm not mistaken, right? Why not just do that move or use the pop rocks to set up for it, right? Like, it'd be pretty cool. Like, kind of like how Sasha Banks does like the backstabber into the crossface when she sets up the bank statement. Maybe it'd be pretty cool. She can like do the code red and then turn that into like the crossface or something along the lines of that. I don't know, because that pop rocks, just it being the finisher on its own. I mean, the amount of times that I've seen her do it, and I've been watching NXT for about a month now, continuously, right? Almost every time I've seen her hit it, I don't think I can remember watching her hit the move. Even on Lyra, it was ugly. I think I seen her do the move on Raw a couple of weeks ago. That was ugly, and now I see it here, and it was better than those two, but still not really good looking. Maybe she should just use the code red or the pop rocks and just set up for her little crossface finish. I don't know. It's just me just, you know, throwing some shit out there. But nevertheless, though, really solid main event. You know, Chelsea Green only went there just to put over Roxanne Perez. I thought after the match we were going to probably get the next challenger, because we had like three, actually we still got like two. Well, I guess now it's 10:08. Usually NXT goes off the air around like 10:08 or something like that. I thought that at first we were going to get the next challenger for Roxanne Perez's championship belt. But no, that was just pretty much it. And then it cut backstage, or I guess to the parking lot, the world's most dangerous place, the NXT parking lot. And you see the family, the Don, Tony D'Angelo, and the rest of his family beating the shit out of the no quarter crew. I did it again. The no quarter catch crew. It beat up like, I only seen one member, but I guess because Charles Dempsey came out and I only see him, I guess they beat the fuck out of both members of the no quarter catch crew. Yeah, god damn, that's so hard to fucking say. They say NQCC, right? I'm gonna just start saying that. They beat the fuck out of the two lasting members of the NQCC. Even I can't say that right. And then Charles Dempsey comes out and he's like, "What the fuck is going on? Where the fuck is my crew at?" I probably would have appreciated a little bit more if they could have had the lasting shot being on Trick Williams, because he is the world champion when it's all said and done. This is a lower card, mid card feud, so it's like, probably should have put more emphasis on either Roxanne Perez's next challenger, or you probably should have put the camera or you should have put the camera back on Trick Williams or something that's you know, maybe Lash Legend. Maybe like someone could have walked to the Lash Legend and, you know, ask her where's her head at or something like that. And then maybe Trick Williams could have walked by it and scooped her up, and then they could have went off the show like that. Something along the lines of that. Because again, when it's all said and done, and I know this is a running problem within professional wrestling overall, always focus on your world champion. If it's not going to be focused on your world champion, then with how good NXT is when it comes to their women, I don't mind them, you know, focusing on the women's champion also, because they're so good as far as building up their women's division. I might have a problem with that if it was Raw, SmackDown, or AEW. I don't quite have that same problem with NXT when it comes to the women. So if you're not going to highlight Trick Williams, then highlight Roxanne Perez's next challenger. Either one, but don't focus on a lower card feud. That's stupid. Overall, though, solid fucking show as always. It's NXT. Always a pleasure to watch. They got over so much shit tonight. I mean, fuck, we got like 7 or 8, maybe even 9 matches on the card or something like that, while still being able to flow smoothly through all the segments. People are like, and I seen on Twitter also, people were arguing about, I think it was Brian Alvarez who tweeted something like, how are you guys expecting to get like 10 tournament matches on Raw or some shit like that? I can't remember exactly how the tweet went. And then someone was like, well, I mean, Dynamite did it. Dynamite and Rampage did it, or some shit like that. And he was like, maybe if they put more emphasis on the wrestling, you can easily fit in 10-minute matches on over fucking... Get the fuck out of here. No one wants to see that garbage, bruh. No, fuck that. Fuck all that. Fuck all that, alright? I'm perfectly fine with how wrestling is set up as far as looking how NXT does it. A simple, tried and true booking to get everybody compelled to want to watch the show. Alright, the only time you should worry about having classic matches, it's okay to have one classic match like every 2 or 3 weeks. I'm fine with that, but every show should have at least decent matches while focusing wholeheartedly on the stories. And then, like, you know, maybe every 2 or 3 weeks you can have a solid match, and then the pay-per-views in themselves are supposed to be what produce the classic matches, not the average television show. Like I said, you want to do it once every 2 or 3 weeks, I'm fine with that. But in reality, no. Every match should be decent. Every match should serve a purpose. Every match should have a goal. Not for the sake of having good wrestling matches. That's for the pay-per-views. That's what you're paying your money to see. What we're not paying our money to see outside of paying for a cable bill, because that's how you get your channel. You get what I'm trying to say? We watch wrestling to see the stories building up to get us invested, to want to plunk money into whatever fucking streaming device or fucking pay-per-view in the case of AEW, to want to see the matches. If I don't have any reason to want to see the matches, I damn sure don't want to see the match, whether it's good or whether it's bad. Suck a dick and get over it. But with that being said, let me know your thoughts down in the comment section in regards to the NXT show. How did you feel about it? Did you like the booking of the show, the formatting of the show? Of course you do, because it's NXT and they can do no motherfucking wrong. Let me get the fuck up out of here and get ready for Dynamite tomorrow. Oh, that fucking card. I posted on the community post. That does not look like it's going to be a fun card to sit through. But we'll get there when we get there. I'll be back tomorrow with some more commentary videos and Dynamite. Oh, God, pray for me. As always, my name is Devontae, and I'll be catching you fine folks later. Deuces, P-Eyes.